We're gonna light the tiger up. Go ahead and light it up. So prior to, man, some people were talking freely, but now a lot of folks done got afraid. A lot of people have gotten tight-lipped now. They're a little afraid to speak freely because they don't want to mess up relationships. Everybody knows something just went down. Something that normally don't happen just went down. It was some kind of full-fledged fuckery that just happened during the draft. But a lot of people want to try to make it seem like, oh, this is just business as usual. And we all know what happened. We all know what happened, but we're going to get to it, man. I watched Skip Bayless today. Yeah, we back. So I watched Skip Bayless today, y'all, and Skip I thought he was going to get into his bag. You know, because Skip, and I'm going to say something. At one point in time, I was hating Skip. Then I was kind of like, okay, Skip ain't all bad. Then I was hating Skip again when the whole thing happened with him and Shannon Sharp and all that. Now I'm kind of going back. Once I seen all the stuff, all the folks that Skip have helped, like minorities or whatever, you know what I'm saying, people of color that he's helped, I'm like, damn, Skip might not be all bad. Once I found out Skip, mom was like, who raised him, I think Skip was adopted or something. And he was raised by black women. So I was like, oh, shoot. So Skip, he got a different kind of love because he ain't never really, like, he felt a lot of love from minorities. Like he grew up around a lot of minorities and stuff. So I'm like, okay, so I'm looking at Skip a little different now. He like who he like Tim Tebow or whatever. He gonna go hard for his Cowboys. But Skip tells the truth. He speaks from his heart a lot of times, right? He speaks from his heart. And when him and Shannon was going back and forth, I lost respect for him a little bit. But now with all this stuff going on with Shannon, I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe it was some other stuff going on that I didn't really know. And I'm like, okay. Let me take a step back, right? And he was talking about, he's the only person that I've seen that came out of his mouth and said it was wrong how the NFL did Shedeur. He's the only person that came out and said it. Now, I thought he was going to say something about Tom Brady. It was building up like he was going to say something about Tom Brady, how Tom Brady is a part of the, well, he said something, but it was really light. He was like, Tom Brady has ownership with the Raiders, his influence, blah, blah, blah. You and Shedeur have a relationship. I thought you was going to go to bat for your guy. Surely the Raiders was going to pick him. And he was like, then they passed on him. And then he just kind of left it alone, right? I thought he was going to go deeper, but he just left it alone. Then he talked about Jerry Jones, how he thought his Cowboys were going to get him. Okay, maybe not early, but surely around the 5th round, they was going to get him. And they didn't get him then either. So he was like, okay, the Cowboys didn't get him. So then he knew, okay, something got to be going on, right? And he talked about how the Eagles were going to get him because it was like the Eagles, they general manager, that guy, he's a savage when it comes. He's very smart when it comes to drafting players. It's funny, the guy from the Eagles, I'm saying he's very smart, but he drafts like me and my homies. Like we say, this guy's good. Them the other guys that the Eagles draft. So I don't know what these other dudes doing with they drafts or whatever, but like it's no way me and my homies would have drafted Gables before we drafted Shedeur. There's no way. If me and my homies were running the draft for the Browns, we would have drafted Travis first, and if Shedeur would have priced because he's too valuable of a player to just let him keep sliding, right? So history, they drafted him. I don't really like it. I don't like how like they dancing and happy, and I didn't really like it. I didn't like that part. I mean, they had to put on the face and be excited, but you see how Shedeur had the chain on and all that kind of stuff. They were saying they wanted him to take all that off, and they wanted him to be like, all right, what? All these other kids got on chains. All these other kids, if you want to wear chains, you can wear chains. If you don't want to wear chains, you don't have to wear chains. Like, why are we starting to talk about stuff that don't even matter to make it seem like it matters, right? They being very nitpicky, right? So I'm going to go to Joe Klatt. Y'all know Joe Klatt. He played the guy in the bottom right-hand corner. He played for Colorado. He actually goes to bat for Coach Prime all the time. Like a lot of times he'll say good stuff about Coach Prime and Colorado, whatever. That's his alma mater. So he's going to always throw in like good little tidbits, right? But today he was like, the reason why Shedeur dropped. Now I want everybody to hear this, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Let's get some more people in the room. I want y'all to hear the real reason why they said he should do a fail. Let me get some of these comments, man. Y'all hit the like button, and we gonna get into it, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what he said, and y'all tell me if it's bull jive or if it's real. Let me look at some of these comments. He said Skip be calling people by the name. Prime had to check in one time in the day for calling Aikman. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, Prime did have to check in that time. And Skip does do stuff for clicks and views sometimes. But Troy Aikman, I don't think he married either now. I mean, if we go check the tape. But Skip could have been in his feelings and said something because he was in his feelings. You know, back in the day, me used to say that all the time. When they feel like a man wasn't being a man, they would say that. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Yeah, I'm out here on this ranch, y'all. So y'all gotta bear with the cutting out or whatever. Yeah, you're right. Just because Brady, but we don't know if Brady really had the power too, because Brady is not the general manager. He don't own that team. He's lucky to be in the building. You know, and we're gonna keep it a buck, right? But even Brady said some stuff about Shedeur, about buying the cars and all that kind of stuff. He was just saying just focus on football. Now, I'm going to play this video. And I want y'all to hear what Shedeur said after he won the championship, when I think he was like in the 10th grade or whatever. Y'all listen to this, man. Y'all listen to this. Because to me, it seems like they want to put Shedeur in this box where he can't do nothing but do football. And honestly, because I've seen behind the scenes, to me, that's all Shedeur really does is football, but he got to have a break from football. All right, check this video out.
Someday. But I'm still working, you feel me? Let's go. We ran bleachers today. Lift some weights. Yeah. Through. I like that. I deserve it, man.
See, that's Shedeur talking about the day after he won the championship. He ran bleachers and he threw, and I forgot what else he said. But he's putting in work the day after the championship game. And I've said this when he was at Jackson. I remember they should turn the lights on and he would go out there and throw to the wide receivers. And I was like, that's cool, because a normal kid, if they want to go put in more work, the coach won't give you the keys. The coach won't let you leave the lights on to go out there and throw. But because the coach's son and Deion Sanders' son, matter of fact, now you can go out there and run those lights, because it costs a lot of money to run those lights and work out with your teammates, and y'all can get better, right? A lot of coaches will tell you. A coach told me one time I was doing like a workout in my room at nighttime, and like we had a curfew, and he could kind of hear like me doing the push-ups or whatever. So he thought we was in there wrestling or playing or something, and he opened the door, and he was like, "What you doing here?" And I had like the chair, and I was doing my little push-ups or whatever, and he was like, "What you doing?" I was like, I'm working out." He was like, "You supposed to be asleep." I was like, "Man, I can't sleep." He was like, "Well, if you don't go to sleep, I'm gonna make you do some more workouts tomorrow after practice." I looked at him. I said, "What kind of workout? What you gonna have me doing?" And he was like, "Man, go to sleep." Because I was a workout warrior. I wanted to work out. I wanted to get better, right? I believed in what they were saying. Like if you work out more than your opponent, you're gonna be better than your opponent. And I feel like Shedeur is that same guy. Everything I've seen with Shedeur, he's putting a lot of work. So all this people saying like he don't work hard, blah blah blah. Like, I'm not buying none of that. He's not a leader. I'm not buying none of that. A lot of kids came to Colorado to play with Shedeur. Already, you see the teammates on the Browns are saying stuff about Shedeur. They're not giving Gabriel the same love. One player even had to take it down because he's just like, okay, we starting to give Shedeur too much love. It's too much sauce, right? They're giving him too much. So I don't buy any of this Shedeur, blah, 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 junk they're trying to say. Yeah, Shedeur didn't want to go to certain teams, but there's no reason y'all should try to humiliate this man. Our teams have not been doing a good job for decades. Not for a few years, for decades, y'all teams have not been doing a good job. All right, so let me get to what Joe Klatt said, the why Shedeur. Let me take that comment down. Why Shedeur did not get drafted high. They said the reason why Shedeur did not get drafted high was because the NFL saw him as a backup. Hey, big screen. The NFL, they said the NFL saw him as a backup. They didn't view him as a starter, right? Kind of like how Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers is a backup in case their starter goes down, in case Tua goes down, right? So that's what they're trying to say. But I'm just like, how is this guy a backup? How is he a backup when the draft is getting the highest numbers they've received in years? Nobody don't wait. Millions of people don't wait to see where a backup is going, right? So we know all this is just smoke and mirrors. Like, they don't want to say too much because they don't want people to kind of come down on the NFL, and because they done already had lawsuits and all this stuff about racism and stuff. So a lot of people are backing off that, and I think it's a cease and desist. Hey, nobody don't speak on this, blah, 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 because they don't want the NFL to look bad, right? I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. You don't break records. Well, okay. Shedeur's draft, I'm going to say Shedeur's draft because everybody going to remember this is the draft where Shedeur dropped. It was the second highest viewed draft of all time, right? The only other draft that got more views than Shedeur was the draft when COVID was in. I'm seeing these the numbers right here. Yeah, so the only time they got more views, this draft had 13.6 million views, right? On the first, let me see, make sure that. Yeah, the second. All right, so the first day they had 13.6 million views. During COVID, when nobody couldn't go outside, when nobody couldn't go nowhere, they got 15.5, right? So everybody was stuck in the house. Same thing day 2 and day 3, same thing. Like, they came second to the COVID years. The only reason why they didn't win the number one overall is because everybody was stuck in the house and you had to watch the draft, or you had to watch something because you couldn't really go out and do stuff. So people stayed home to watch Shedeur when they had options, right? When they had options. It was up 40%. How does a backup, to me, this is the face of the league. It's not a backup. How does a backup make millions of people watch the TV screen? So, like, I'm hoping, y'all. I'm hoping, like, I just hope they don't jerk him around. I'm thinking they're gonna jerk Shedeur around. Like, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's over with yet. We will know if it's all the way over, because I think Coach Prime has to change his tone right now. If y'all saw towards the end of the draft, Coach Prime wasn't the same Coach Prime. Just like y'all know some of those games when things don't go Coach Prime's way, and he's on the sideline and he's just kind of like, he's not seeing a lot on the sideline. He's kind of motionless. That's kind of how he was at the end of the draft. He was still trying to be strong for his boys, but you could tell he was uncomfortable, right? So from here on out, I don't know how much Coach Prime is going to say. I don't know how much Coach Prime is going to say about the draft, the NFL, or whatever, because he was comfortable with saying whatever he wanted to say because he was done with the NFL. Now, the reality is your sons are in the NFL. So now you can't say what you want to say anymore, because now everything you say and anything you say and everything you say can affect your kids. All right? So, I don't know. Are y'all buying it, man? Are y'all buying it? That Shedeur, we got Shedeur, we got Shedeur in the chat. Hey, appreciate you for rocking with us, Shedeur. Appreciate you for rocking with us. Are y'all buying it that the NFL sees Shedeur as a career backup?